Hi everyone, thanks for joining James and Theo again. At the start of quite a busy day for us today, so what we thought we'd do is nip in to have a breakfast at Beefeater in Gloucester. It's an all-you-can-eat breakfast, it's unlimited, so the adult pays £9.99 and the child
are free!
So we will see what we think, give you a little review, and you can see what we think. Anyway, see you in a bit, we're going to get some food. Right, so we're just going to follow Theo around a little bit and see what is what and where is where. So we've got a load of hot food options here, as you can see, and over in the distance there we have a coffee station and a continental breakfast station. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over that way. So this is the sort of continental, where you've got your croissant, pancakes, toast, cereals and what have you. And then you've got your coffee station here, where you can choose different coffees, lattes and cappuccinos and what have you. And then over here you have the hot breakfast. So we are going to get our drinks first. So far, what do you think?
Thumbs up for me.
Yeah. So for me, I have a, there we go, trying to get it, a kind of smallish full English breakfast. So I haven't tasted any yet. What I would say is the options were quite limited. We're here for about 10:30, they've stopped serving at 11, and I think we got the last eggs. Obviously they're cooking more, but you know, there was a lot of the options were quite limited, weren't there? There was only one croissant left and stuff like that. So far, you know, so good. We'll see what I think of the taste. Hi everyone, so I think we've definitely managed to fill our boots. Theo's just finishing off his meal, that's why I'm not viewing him at the moment. I think it would be a bit unfair as he's stuffing his face. But yeah, I think, you know, so far so good. We've had a couple of platefuls. It is an all-you-can-eat, so why not all you can eat? So yeah, so far the sort of place is relatively clean and tidy. It's one of those things where, you know, it's obviously being run on a bit of a sort of skeleton staff really, to keep the prices down, and you can see that. But I think they do incredibly well, and they're very friendly, aren't they? The guy who greeted us at the door was very, very friendly, very helpful.
And so was the person who got me my last little bits.
That's very true, yes, as Theo says, when he went up for his last few little bits of sausage and an egg.
Well, it was going to be bacon, but I got some other sausage that didn't get any.
Yeah, so yeah, he wanted some bacon, but unfortunately there wasn't any left. But anyway, the guy saw that he was going up there for a little bit, so he got his attention and, you know, gave him some more food. So I've got to say, you know, very good really, sort of customer service and everything was very good. So yeah, we will go back to the car, we will do a little review, and we will catch you in a bit. Bye! Right then Theo, so we are in the car after being to the Beefeater in Gloucester. So what are your thoughts? What did you think about the ambience, the design of the place, the people, the food? What did you think? So let's go with the ambience, the design of the place first.
I'll give that a 7 out of 10.
A 7 out of 10. So what did you like and what do you think could have made it better then?
Well, I think the tallness was a bit too tall and didn't feel quite really like a restaurant because it was too tall for some
Okay,
reason.
fair enough.
And the floor and I think the leather interior was actually pretty good.
Okay.
I just think the floor wasn't quite right either.
Okay, so when you say the tallness, it's quite industrial looking, isn't it? It's got like the tubes of the sort of heating and the air conditioning. So it's just looking a bit too industrial, a bit too factory-like for you. Okay, fair enough. And the staff, the people, what do you think?
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
Yeah,
they were really nice, weren't they? Really friendly. The chap who greeted us at the door, really friendly, really welcoming. And so yeah, I got to admit, I agree with you. I think they were very, very nice. So I'm going to give them a solid 10 out of 10 as well. Okay, and then the food. So we went twice to the hot plate, didn't we? And we also had some sort of toast and croissant and stuff like that. So let's go with your first journey to the hot plate. What do you think?
The hot plate was really good. Apart from, I thought they could have had like more options of what type, like Toby Carvery's, like different types of, you know, like they have like hash browns.
Yeah.
They have like different seasonings hash browns on the other side.
Oh right, okay. I haven't been to Toby Carvery for a while for a breakfast, so I can't remember. Okay, so so the first year was okay. So the options could have been better.
Yeah.
I would agree. I think part of the problem is being fair to Beefeater. Part of the problem is I think we went probably a bit late. They finished serving at at 11, and we got there for 10:30. So whether it was just a little bit late, but then to be fair, they do say they are serving till 11, so it should have all the options until 11. So yeah, I felt that the first time we went there. First time we went to
not
the
the
hot plate.
greatest we could probably have.
Yeah, exactly. The first time was a little bit. The food was a bit cool. It could have been warmer.
Yeah, it was the beans. They were like 5 out of 10 cold. They're just really cold.
Yeah, they were cold. I don't like the beans, so I don't have beans.
So you didn't really know.
So I don't know, but I'll just trusting your judgment. But yeah, okay. So we were sort of like, it was a bit cold the first time round. The second time round was much better. The mushrooms were nice on the second time round.
Yeah, the mushrooms. There was one really fat one that was toasted perfectly.
Yeah, they were nice. So the mushrooms were very good second time round, and it was much hotter the second time round. But yes, I totally agree. The options could have been much wider and much more ready available. Like people were having to wait a while for stuff. I felt.
Should I say what I find really bad is that they didn't really have a choice of that you had sausages with bacon or just normal sausages. They just thought that a little unusual.
Well, they did. They did have. You did have a choice of sausage or bacon, but I think what you mean is the sausages they had were quite small, weren't they? They're quite those thin sort of small ones.
It wasn't that. It was like the sausage was covered in bacon, like I told you. Remember?
It wasn't.
It was.
It wasn't. It was just a normal sausage, I promise.
Then
They
it's my
tasted
fault.
quite bacony, which I do wonder if maybe they cooked with the bacon, because they do taste quite bacony.
Yeah, that's what I just finally. That's
So you
not
sort
right.
of maybe they should have been cooked differently or
Yeah,
separately.
Separately.
That's an interesting point. But I think my review would be I would hope so. My fair review and your fair review of it would be, it is only £10 for both of us
Good point.
to eat there.
Good point.
So we've both had 2 plates of sort of small.
And there is also one of the 2 bad things. Is that
Go on.
well, the croissant, it should have a sign saying burnt croissants will be made on this plate. That was
Yes.
a lot bigger because it did have it. It's not big enough.
No, that's a very good point. So yeah, they have one of these toasting machines that you can have, which you put your toast in, and it goes through this like conveyor belt, doesn't it? And it heats it up. And
Like a grill moving conveyor belt, like because I had like grill shapes.
that's
on
true.
top.
Yeah, it is very much like a grill. And so basically, as Theo rightly says, if you put a croissant in it, it burns the top of the croissant. And they do have a sign in there that says, if you want your croissant heated up, ask a member of staff. Unfortunately, I didn't see that until after I put the croissant in there and smoke started to come out. So it's a bit embarrassing. But again, you had the option of croissant, pain au chocolat. We had, there's a coffee machine where you had
And
lots
those
and lots of
blueberry
different options.
muffins.
Sorry, I've got a guy parking next to me. He's on his 5th manoeuvre so far. Don't know what he's up to.
It looks like his daughter may have hit our car with their door, but
No, it didn't. I know she didn't. And that's his girlfriend. I don't think he'd be very happy if you called her his daughter, but there we go.
I may have not said the right word. I think I actually got mixed up. I don't think I actually meant to say that.
But that was funny. So anyway, let's back to the beefeater. So I would give the whole experience, considering the food the first time wasn't amazing, but the food the second time was very good. I think the options were quite good. There could have been more, but as I say, we were a little bit late, possibly going. And as you said, you think maybe Toby Carvery might have slightly better options. But again, there was a coffee machine there, which is proper coffee, like cappuccinos and lattes and what have you. So quite a nice coffee, to be fair. The place is pretty clean, very welcoming. So I would give the whole experience a good solid. I'm going to go 7.5 out of 10, because I do feel that there are options. Especially on the hot plate, there should have been more options. What do you think?
Well, you don't need to know my score because it's the same.
Is it really?
Yeah. And should I
For
say,
the same reasons, or?
for the same reasons and one more.
Go on.
They also need to figure out a way to make sure the pancakes don't get stuck.
That's a very good point. Yes, you're right. When we were waiting to toast our toast, these girls were there, weren't they? Bless them. And they
We helped them though. Don't worry.
Yeah, we helped them out. We helped them get their pancakes out. But again, it was just obviously a bit too easy to get them stuck.
I was actually quite surprised how many pancakes they take.
Yeah, they did. They did seem to like their pancakes. So yeah. So all in all, a good solid 7.5 out of 10 from me and you.
Us.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks ever so much for watching, guys. I hope you like the review. Please like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.